In one place it says Yimim. It's leaving out a vav. A very small difference you wouldn't notice in the translation. The meaning is also the same, but there's a slight difference. The same thing occurs in the Book of Chronicles. So Dr. Brown says, well, that indicates, of course, that there's a problem with it, whatever. And basically, it could be that a variant struck into the text, and that's what stayed with us. That, it's just written incorrectly. It's no big deal. Doesn't mean anything. Or it could be that the real meaning it's just an error that was crypted into the text there, whatever. Nothing. Doesn't mean anything to us. But Brown thinks it's important. It's a good question to ask. It was so unimportant that I didn't even look into the text to see if anybody says anything about it. Because whatever the reasons for it there, whether it's not really a direct quote from it, it's just a paraphrase or whatever, it really wouldn't make a difference whether it's a mistake or not, because it's just historical record. That's what happened. The king did not put to death the children of the assassins of his father, because the Torah said you're not supposed to do it. Whether he quotes the verse correctly or not is totally irrelevant. It has nothing to do with it. But again, the question is a legitimate question. And again, that is what the whole point of this is that the questions are legitimate questions. And for that reason, there's nothing wrong with me asking questions about Christians. For example, just what we did tonight, pointing out the differences between the book of Mark and the book of John with regards to the resurrection, with some very serious differences there of what's going on, which are very hard to reconcile, saying, two people relating the same event. It's quite hard to say that. Two people relating the same event. So that's really the point. The point is, in fact, that these are legitimate. Now, next week, what we're going to do is we're going to discuss Dr. Brown's conclusions. We're going to read what he concludes, and I'm going to critique his conclusions. And then I'm going to give my conclusions of how we're supposed to deal